gospel reading comes from Luke chapter 16, verses 1 through 13. Luke 16, 1 through 13. Please join me and stand if you're able in honor of the gospel. Then Jesus said to his disciples, "There was a rich man who had a manager, and charges were brought to him that this man was squandering his property. So he summoned him and said to him, 'What is this I hear about you? Give me an accounting of your management, because you cannot be my manager any longer.' Then the manager said to himself, 'What will I do now that my master is taking the position away from me? I'm not strong enough to dig, and I'm ashamed to beg. I have decided what to do, so that when I am dismissed as a manager, people may welcome me into their homes.' So summoning his master's debtors one by one, he asked the first, 'How much do you owe my master?' He answered, 100 jugs of olive oil.' He said to him, 'Take your bill, sit down quickly, and make it 50. Then he asked another, 'And how much do you owe?' He replied, 100 containers of wheat. And he said, 'Take your bill and make it 80. And his master commended the dishonest manager, because he said he had acted shrewdly. For the children of this age are more shrewd in dealing with their own generation than are the children of the light. And I tell you, make friends for yourselves by means of dishonest wealth, so that when it is gone, they may welcome you into the eternal homes. Whoever is faithful in very little is faithful also in much. And whoever is dishonest in very little is dishonest also in much. If then you have not been faithful with dishonest wealth, who will entrust you with true riches? And if you have not been faithful with what belongs to another, who will give you what is your own? No slave can serve two masters, for a slave will either hate the one and love the other, or be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and wealth." This is the word of God for the people of God.
Thanks be to God.
Amen. Please be seated. My sermon today is entitled "An Eternal Investment," or Investing Eternally. And when I talk to the children about hard times coming, why does God allow hard things, evil times in our lives? Friends, we have not seen the end yet. Amen? We have not seen the end yet. And we are told that trials in our lives produce in us character and perseverance, and it eventually produces perfection. You see, God is not harvesting for this life. God is not sowing for just this life and our comfort. God is sowing into eternity and wants an eternal harvest where our souls, when harvested, will be perfect like Him. God did not spare Jesus Christ on the cross. No servant should expect better treatment than their master. And if hard times come, you can be sure that either your character will be refined and you will be a brighter jewel at the end, or you'll be ground down. You'll be ground down. We have to be in a place where we understand the Lord's purpose and we submit to the shining, the buffing of our facets, so that throughout eternity we can shine forever. So this parable in Luke, I hate it. It goes against everything that we teach. But I want you to pay attention, because before you start emulating the property manager and swindling everybody you know to get rich, I want you to remember that this is a story meant to teach a specific lesson. It's a parable. Jesus does not want you to be a thief. Just to reinforce it, would you just say it with me? Jesus does not want you to be a thief. Amen. Jesus does not want you to be a swindler. No. The servant, in fact, is not commended for swindling the master. The servant is not commended for being a scoundrel. He's commended for investing in his future and thinking quickly on his feet. Jesus has commended the thief's shrewdness, not his stealing. Once in a while, you hear about an accountant or a fund manager that takes all the funds, millions of dollars, right? And they run off to Brazil or South America somewhere, and they live high on somebody else's money, right? I actually met one of these guys. Mr. Jose Zolino came through my halfway house. He had swindled people out of over $300 million, and he was doing the last of his time in my facility. But that's not the type of people that we usually see. We see more like the wasteful manager. And that's the type of temptation that we're given to. We're not likely to steal the whole account, but we might be likely to blow $5 here, $10 here, and mismanage little things. See, this wasteful manager was not so bold as to take all the accounts of the master. But he was careless with the master's property, and when he was found out, he proved he was careless with the master's property and forgave debts so that he might get kickbacks later. Can you imagine if you owe $1 million and the account manager says, well, I'm going to write off $50,000, okay? I'll come by and see you next week, but you don't know the master that much anymore. And he says, olive oil, bushels of wheat. If any of you are farmers, bushels are bigger than I thought. Not bigger. One is 20 containers of wheat. Can you imagine? Hey, just forget about that debt. But I might need a favor later, okay? This is what the servant does. It's a simple story, and we see it happen all the time. People ask for a little grease to grease the wheels, and they hire people and expect a little payment. People do this all the time, but that's not the behavior that the Lord is commending. Rather, he says, if I can trust you with a little money, I can trust you with a lot. And if you are dishonest with what perishes, who will trust you with what is eternal? See, Jesus is calling us to make an eternal investment, to invest in the kingdom of heaven. Because what we have, it'll all burn, it'll all pass away. But if we use it right, we can use it to build a kingdom that will have no end. We can use it to win souls that are eternal and will keep into eternity. You know, that's the only thing that you can take into heaven. You can't take gold, you can't take possessions, but you can take somebody else. You can take somebody else with you. And this is my hope, that everybody in this congregation will take at least one person this year with them to heaven. And then next year, with another, and another. But focus on one. When we hear the words, go into all the world and make disciples of all nations, that's so so grand, so vast, it's like we just can't do it. But if you remember that winning the world starts with one person, that terrible brother-in-law, that uncle that's just out of control, that one good friend that's so good, but just doesn't understand Jesus. You just need to reach one person. One person. And then you can work on another. But for now, that's your assignment. One person. Everyone. I won't do that again. Everyone. Win one. You know, corporations have gotten wise to the shrewd manager, and if you're at a big company, when you're fired, they have a security guard there waiting for you, and they escort you to your office or your cubicle. You get to pack up what's yours. You have to leave what's theirs. You don't get to mess with the computer. You don't get to do anything else. You're escorted right out the door so that you can't do any more harm to the company. You know, they've done studies, and people, the companies, when they tell their workers that there are going to be cutbacks, even if you're not vindictive, you're less productive because you're thinking about the looming future. You're thinking about the job that you have to do, you have to search for. And employees, when they're vindictive, they can do tremendous damage to a company. I trust none of you have been that person, right? And if you have, there's grace. But the point of the matter, Luke 16:8, and the master commended the dishonest manager because he has acted shrewdly. For the children of this age are more shrewd in their dealing with their own generation than the children of light. And I tell you, make friends for yourselves by means of dishonest wealth, so that when it is gone, they may welcome you into eternal homes. It's a simple management secret that God is using. Can God trust you with this temporary life before he gives you an eternal one that will last forever? Can God trust you with this temporary home, this tent, which will pass away, so that you can be given an eternal mansion to manage in eternity? Whoever is faithful in little is faithful in much. And whoever is dishonest in little is dishonest in much. This is a principle I used in grade school. Somebody would ask me for a loan, I'd give them a quarter. If they can do that, they're worthy of $1. Friends, God has given us a temporary life that you cannot keep. And we are stewards of this life. What kind of manager are you? Are you wasting your life? Or have you invested it in eternity? And do you have an eternal treasure that will never perish? You are the chief steward of this one beautiful life that you've been given. And God expects you to give an account when you're all done. Tell me about the words you used. Tell me about the deeds that you performed. Tell me what you did with your finances. Tell me what you did with that family, those children, those friends. I pray that God will not find us as wasteful stewards. I pray that God will tell us, well done, good and faithful servant. Come and enter my rest. No slave can serve two masters. You cannot serve God and wealth. You know, some people kill for money. Some people defraud for money. If you're serving money, you're really a slave. And that's what you serve. If you serve God, money becomes your servant. And it is put in subjection to God's rules and will. Don't be ruled by anything. But more than money, I think one of my weaknesses is entertainment. If you're getting up with a craving that is not God, and you serve it first, you have to serve it first. The Bible tells us that we're slaves to our sin. We have to subject that craving, whether it be a cigarette, whether it be a show, whether it be food or coffee. God help me. We have to subject that. Make God first when you wake up. Don't give in to your temptation, to your lust, even if it's for coffee or a donut or whatever. Make God first. Give God the first fruit of the day. Give God the first fruit of your income. Give God the first fruit of your energy. And see that there is enough at the end of the day. Because God is made first and you are blessed. Friends, I can do far more with 90% or 70% or 50% and God's blessing than I can do by myself with 100%. It's the same for you. With God's blessing and your commitment, you can do far more than what you can do with 100%. We are in the midst of storm season. You've seen the news, the devastation in the Bahamas, now Houston, and there are more storms forming. One way that you can steward your time and pay back a little bit of what people have done for us in this community is to get Emergency Response Team, ERT, certified. If you're able-bodied and you can drive a nail. I've invited UMCOR to come here and give a training in February. And I invite you to think about getting certified. Houston's going to be calling for help very soon. And there are already needs all over the world right now. The Bahamas, I imagine their call is going to be going out soon. And there's a call right now to Saipan, and I have 2 volunteers who have signed up and said, we want to go. We want to go. The great thing about Saipan is it's a free trip. It's paid by FEMA. But if you're able-bodied and a little bit handy, that's something that you might want to do. If you're not so active, would you serve God through the church? Would you serve right here in air-conditioned comfort? If you have gifts of hospitality, if you're good at finance, if you're a leader, if you're a teacher, if you're good at maintenance, man, we need that. If you're a business manager, if you're good at public relations, grant writing, law, if you have a heart of love, almost any skill can be used for Jesus. Almost any skill can be used to further the kingdom. We have people here who are loving on children now weekly, volunteering at First Learning Tree, reading to the kids Bible stories. We have people who visit nursing homes regularly here, who visit hospitals. That's the ministry of grace. We have people who take meals to the sick and those recovering from surgery. How wonderful not to have to worry when you're in pain. have people who turn on mics and lights, who make sure it's cool in here when you come in from heat, who serve the Lord through the church. This week we have a ministry fair coming up. If you do something for the church, would you at the very least have a flyer that says what your ministry area is and what you do? And if you want to go an extra mile, register, please. Get a table. Sit there and tell people what you do for the church. Not to boast about what you do, but you know what? There are other people here who need to be engaged in the kingdom of God, doing God's work. And it would be a privilege for them to help you. Would you consider sitting at a table, letting people know what you do for God's kingdom, for the church, so that others may join in and serve? Amen? Let's pray. Almighty God, we acknowledge that, Lord, this life is not ours, but yours. And we are stewards of our time and resources. Open our eyes to the needs around us. And help us to recognize our skills and talents so that we may bless others into your kingdom. We pray these things through the Christ who gave all. In Jesus' name.